Howdy, folks. Season 3, Episode 11. This is the 89th overall episode of 15 Minutes with Fuzz. I am your host, Fuzz Martin, and each week I speak with someone or multiple someones about positive things happening in and around Washington County, Wisconsin. Why do I do this? Because there are tons of great things happening in our local communities, and you wouldn't necessarily know it if you just followed your local gripes page on Facebook. So consider this a palate cleanser for your soul. Yes, instead of chicken soup, this is a saltine cracker for your online soul. What a wonderful ringing analogy, Fuzz. Some of us like saltines, and I digress. Each season, I like to check in on things happening in our local communities with our local municipal administrators. I promise you, it's more exciting than that sounds. This week, Shambeau and Jess Wildes, the city administrator and assistant city administrator from the city of West Bend, join us to talk about all the great things that are happening right here in the WB. We discuss the downtown Main Street renovation and get some really exciting news on that front. We talk about the Riverwalk, 1840 Brewing, and a whole bunch of events that are taking place in the city of West Bend. And without further ado, and by ado, I mean nonsense on my part, here are 15 minutes on the city of West Bend with Shambeau and Jess Wildes on 15 Minutes with Fuzz. Jay and Jess, thanks for coming in to 15 Minutes with Fuzz. I appreciate you having you in the studio today. It's been a while. It's the first time in season 3 so far.
All right, we're excited to be here.
Usually, Thanks. We usually have a couple episodes a year. So everybody loves the City of West Bend updates because people like to hear what's going on. And obviously, there's a ton going on in the City of West Bend. So I'll let you start with what you think the biggest story that you'd like to talk about is so far.
We definitely think there's a lot going on in the city of West Bend. The Main Street project is maybe top of mind for most. The Riverwalk is right there as a close second. Both projects are going great and nearing the end. We're really excited to celebrate the success of both of those projects.
So as we're recording this, I have seen the asphalt is down and they're finishing touches, so we're getting close, right?
Yeah, it was scheduled to be completed October 23rd. The Main Street project's been under construction all summer, and we're really thankful for everybody supporting the businesses and for the businesses being strong and positive throughout this process. The first lift of asphalt is down. The second lift is to be placed Monday and Tuesday of next week, and then the paint striping will occur at the conclusion of that. And we are anticipating, without any complications, that the road will be open 10 days early. We're really excited to announce that 10 days early on Friday, October 13th.
Wow. All right. So as you're listening to this, we're recording this on Friday the 6th. And so that Monday, you mean this, which would have been yesterday as this podcast airs, is when they're scheduled to put that second lift down. And you're saying that Friday the 13th is...
Yep, just 5 days later, it will be open. We'll cut a quick ribbon and celebrate the road opening and then have everybody head downtown for the weekend.
Outstanding. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Exciting.
Yeah. So... been a long time coming. Can you give us a refresher on some of the upgrades that we're going to see now that that's going to be open?
Sure. You're going to be able to see all new asphalt, like we mentioned, but new sidewalks instead of the brick pavers that were there before. There's smooth portrait-framed concrete sidewalks. There's new lighting. There's going to be a new audio system, new landscaping, so many different things. It's really looking amazing.
And there are more parking spaces now, right?
There are more parking spaces. Yes, that was one of the project goals, is to get as many more parking spaces in there as we could. Also incorporated a few sort of temporary loading zones that are going to be there during the day for some of those larger deliveries from UPS or whoever. And then they open up at night as well into parking.
Great. And then, so we've got the downtown Main Street reconstruction opening, and then behind that is the Riverwalk. So what's the status right now of the Riverwalk?
The Riverwalk was originally scheduled to be complete by June of 2024, and we're ahead of schedule. Happy to report that we're ahead of schedule. The underpass is down, all the concrete's down, and the asphalt. They're just really doing finishing touches at this point. So we will cut a ribbon on the Riverwalk as well and really celebrate that successful project right on the heels of the Main Street opening. So get down there, walk the Riverwalk, enjoy the underpass, and it's been just an awesome new addition to our city and to our park system. We're excited about it.
I would love to know the city's budget for ribbon this year. A lot of ribbon cutting, but the
we have to celebrate success.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Important.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I know everybody's looking forward to that. And the Riverwalk is looking beautiful. And now that goes. How far is that all interconnected now?
It is. It goes past the new district buildings and all the way to the skate park.
Excellent. Well, that's a lot of stuff going on. So now, in your vision of downtown West Bend, and now that we've got the road will be finished on Main Street and the Riverwalk will be finished, what is your vision for what the businesses are going to be doing with the Riverwalk side?
So we think several businesses are going to reface, not from Main Street, or maybe have a second entrance facing the river. A couple of them have done that already. Mountain Outfitters has a really good look towards the river, and with the restaurant that was temporarily closed, we're excited about Copper River coming back in some form or fashion, and just the potential of others doing that as well is really, the future's really bright.
Awesome. And it's super walkable now, and I mean it's going to be really cool once that's all open. And
Yeah, it's already fully accessible to walk back there.
you mentioned the district, and we're all excited about 1840 Brewing coming in. Do you have any updates on when that development will be complete?
It'll be soon. I saw his announcement for workers. Just be posted recently. Kyle Vetter is a great young owner. We're really excited to partner with him on this project. And he was in town recently, and we had a chance to meet with him and view his project and the status of it. He's hoping to be open in November sometime.
Oh, really? Okay. Very soon. And then also I saw that the city had shared some photos of some renderings, right, on your Facebook page. So
Yeah, it looks really nice in there. It's going to be an amazing space. There's a great outdoor patio area, and then inside it's going to also sort of serve as like a coffee bar, and then the brewery tap room sort of area, and then have like a window for some food options. So it's kind of like a flexible space, one that can be used in the morning all the way to the evening, and going to be a nice addition.
So that's on the lowest level of 1840, right? On the street level there?
The district of
Of
the
the district. Yeah.
Coffee by day, beer by night. What could go wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could be there all day, you guys.
Well, it's completely accessible from that new underpass on the Riverwalk. So that's really important. That was important to the HKS developers of that project, and to 1840, and to us.
Forgive my ignorance because I haven't, obviously it's been closed off with construction and such, but where is the parking for that facility?
The underpass really provides the public parking lot behind the BMO building.
Gotcha. Okay, so you park on the south side of 33 Washington Street and then walk under the underpass to the building.
Main Street also has some parking right in front of 1840. And 1840 itself has a small parking lot. It will be a place that is happening for sure.
Well, that all works together then.
The underpass is something that has been sought after for decades within the city to try to get under Highway 33 and connect both. So we're so excited about that. The Point of Origin Park, which is there, and many people don't know about it, but the Ziegler Foundation was a big part of getting that in place, and they're excited. We had a chance to chat with Peter Ziegler recently, and he's so excited that there's a new shining light on his park, so to speak.
Yeah.
That park will get used, and Kyle's talked about spilling the 1840 beer out into the park and for events. And it's just going to be great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Speaking of events, the city's got some events coming up here later this fall and even into the winter. Jess, what kind of things do we have going on?
There's a lot going on right now, which is awesome. Something every weekend right now for sure. The farmers market is continuing, through the 21st, and then it's really kind of just a time of celebration since all these projects are wrapping up. Businesses are excited, community's excited, so kind of things start kicking off with the big celebrations at our annual tree lighting ceremony that takes place on Thursday, November 2nd.
Okay.
This year, it's really going to be special. We're kind of expanding the holiday decorations significantly. The bid and some private donors in the city have come forward and invested more. There's going to be the walk-through Christmas ornament and Best Pocket Park. There's going to be new decorations on all the street lights, and then there's going to be live music, and it's just going to be a great day. So that's kind of kicking off around 5:36, and then the actual ceremony itself is at 6:30 in Old Settlers Park. Then to follow that is going to be a new event the Downtown West Bend Association is putting on. It's called Back on Main, and it's just a full weekend of celebration. The shops are involved, the theater's involved. MOA has its Bloomin' Holidays going on. We just have a huge weekend coming up at that time. So I'd encourage everybody to come down for it. There's something going on day and night. So yeah, really exciting.
That is exciting. That's lots of good stuff. And then there's also a new festival coming to West Bend as well, right?
Yes. There's a new festival coming up in March.
Okay.
It's called Bachfest. We've had a lot of people ask why March, and it's for a good reason. It's to celebrate the end of winter and the beginning of spring. It's traditionally done at that time. It's also a time when tourism is lower in the city of West Bend. So the Tourism Commission was game to support something that would bring people here at a time when we need it most. So this event is sort of centered on Bach beer. And we talked about 1840, and Kyle Vetter and his team are going to be brewing some specialty Bach beer for the attendees to enjoy. Do you want to talk about what they'll experience?
Well, it's a beer festival, so we're hosting it outside at Regner Park, our premier park, and it's rain, snow, sleet, or shine. The event will go on. So
Great.
People will dress appropriately. They'll probably be in costume of sort. Bach is related to goats, so there might be some goat attire in addition to lederhosen, and a lot of fun stuff going on regarding the winter season. We're going to have some prizes for costumes, and we'll announce all of that. And also featured around music, so not just beer, but we're going to have some great bands in attendance. We already have confirmed our local band, the Basketball Band.
Oh, great.
We'll be playing the local German band is going to kick the event off, and then we have some other ones. We're working with the Bend on that and with Hometown.
Well, first of all, when you said it has its roots, and I was like, German, our German heritage here in West Bend, and then you said goats, and now I have to go Google that when we're done. So that's Bachfest again. That you said that's in March. What weekend in March?
That's March 2nd. It's a Saturday. It's going to take place during the day. And actually, tickets are already available to purchase in advance. And so it's a $15 ticket, and that includes a 24-ounce beer stein or beer mug that's custom to the event, and also $5 of Bach bucks that people will be able to use throughout the city, spend at any business that wants to participate. The businesses get reimbursed fully. It's our way of trying to get people to experience the city while they're here. And then the stein is mainly for the poking of the beer. So part of this event is there are fire tenders. So people will be volunteering at the event with beer pokers, and they're in a hot flame, and they actually put the beer poker into the Bach beer, and it creates sort of this caramely froth. And it's really kind of an experience. It's really a lovely flavor and color, and just fun to see it.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. I had no idea.
It's awesome. I mean, it's very safe. The fire tenders will be behind a rope. And
okay.
Yeah.
Where can people find those tickets?
They can find those tickets at bachfestwb.com.
All right. Very good. We'll check that out. So again, lots of stuff going on in West Bend, and it's really cool to see how things are progressing and how the rejuvenation, I guess, of the city. So congrats to both of you for making all this stuff happen. And obviously the community and people involved with making all this happen. It's cool to be a part of.
Agreed. Thanks.
You're welcome. We'll talk to you again, I'm sure, in a few months.
Soon. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you again to Jay Shambeau and Jess Wildes for joining me on today's episode of 15 Minutes with Fuzz. Lots of great things are happening in West Bend, and I appreciate them coming in to share the latest breaking news with me and you and the world. If you ever have an idea for a guest on this show, it's real easy to get in touch with me. You can either email 15withfuzz@gmail.com. Just be sure to spell out the word 15 as a word, not the digits. Or you can use the form. Super simple. Go to fuzz.cc/guest. Put that in your browser, fill out the form, and it will find its way to my inbox. Again, 15withfuzz@gmail.com or fuzz.cc/guests. New episodes come out every Tuesday. I made a little whoopsie last week and said that we'd be talking popcorn this week, but that's actually next week when Mark Laufenberg from Laughing Mountain Popcorn joins me to share their story. Again, that'll be out Tuesday, October 17th, and I will talk to you then, right here on 15 Minutes with Fuzz.